BF Goodrich supplies all of the Playboy Mazda MX-5 Cup with both wet and dry tires. This is the dry weather tire. It looks kind of like a slick tire. Very few racing grooves, allows for more rubber on the racing surface, more traction, and allows for more grip. This is the BF Goodrich KDW, and this is a wet weather tire. Look at how wide these channels are. This allows for more water to work their way away from the tire and more rubber on the track. It presents a lot more traction and also reduces the coefficient of hydroplaning. And what we're going to do is we're going to give you a quick little example with this cup of water. So if this were rain and we were to pour this on the tire, you can see how the water runs down the channels and away from the race car to allow for maximum traction on the racetrack. So whether it's wet weather or dry weather, BF Goodrich has got you covered.
And Elliot, here we've got some cloud cover today. Might see a little bit of rain, but things are looking a little better. We see some blue sky up ahead.
Yeah, and I think everybody's hoping to keep it dry because it's so much more fun to drive in the dry, and you can see better, even if the tires still do work. It looks like Todd Lamb is making a pass for the lead here. He's been getting some good runs onto the straight. Piscatell just touched his brakes there.
Does he want to get Lamb in front of him there, make sure Lamb completes the pass so he can tuck in and draft down the next straightaway?
Well, you'd think that you would not do that, but maybe he's having some sort of issue where he's just hitting it with his left foot to pump him up before he gets to the corner. He did it again, so maybe his pedal's just a little bit long and he wants to make sure he's got it. You know, that happens quite often, even in a track where you use brakes a lot, where you just tap it to make sure you got brakes when it's time because you want to go to the last minute.
Our Sargento camera giving us these views from Justin Piscatell's vantage point. Let's get it downstairs to Derek. Derek, what's going on?
Well, guys, here's an interesting stat for you. Out of all the drivers in the field, there's only one driver that ran this race last year, and that was Mark Jenkins. Every other driver in the field is running this race for the very first time. Sure, they've ran here in various different types of race cars before, but it's their first time in the MX-5 Cup here at Road America.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I would never have thought that you've lost everybody in the series over a year and got all new people. That's amazing.
Well, this is a development series, part of the Mazda Speed Motorsports ladder, so you have that in some cases. But, you know, you've got this guy, Todd Lamb, who's got some experience. First year in this series, he's come from out of nowhere. Here's Stan Wilson from Mount Juliet, Tennessee in the 92 doing a terrific job. Let's get on board Wilson. Now, he's in a different car, the Kohler onboard camera here. He's in an AMG car this weekend. And he's back now in fifth position, trailing Mark Miller as they go under the Johnsonville Bridge, heading into the sweeper, the carousel, long right-hand corner here at Road America. Back a little further, the chase cam telemetry with the 47. This is the Traxxas car. Keith Burgess back in 11th spot, first appearance in the series.
Yeah, and this is a great shot because you get to see the guys coming off that carousel, and you can see this is a blind corner coming up, and it's just, you can hear a slight lift here. You want to take that as fast as you can. You see his little lift was a little bit too much. He lost some momentum coming off onto this other short straight.
Let's get back on board with Stan Wilson in the 92 car, fourth in line, going around Mark Miller.
Boy, and that's something. Mark Miller hasn't been back that far in quite a while. He's been running first or second, sometimes third, but we just got a new guy in the mix this weekend.
And a new race car for him to drive. Back to Justin Piscatell, the Sargento camera, second now under the Kohler overhang. Trying to chase down Todd Lamb. Final corner here, Elliot. Front straightaway next.
Yeah, now he wants to get that run. It looks like Lamb got a good run off of there. Now he wants to just get tucked in underneath him and just stay right behind him and see if he can get that run up the hill and see if he can get up there and get some speed up for the braking area so he can get back by. And it looks like Mark's trying to do the same thing with Wilson, trying to get by him going up the straight. And Wilson's taking the right side of the track to make it a little tougher for him.
Drafting here, battling for third and fourth. Wilson in the silver car ahead. You're riding with Mark Miller, the Mazda Owners Club machine.
And you know, drafting isn't as easy as you think it is either. You can get a draft and pull up on somebody, but if you don't time it right to get that speed to pull out and go by, it doesn't work. All you do is catch up. Again, trying to get a good run coming on here. Miller's going to try and get a run, carry as much speed as possible out there. He lost a little bit there. He got a little bit wide at the exit and then line up everybody. But remember that the car in front of you is also getting a draft, and so you may not catch it if you're like the fourth car in line.
On board here with young Nick Mancuso from Illinois, back to sixth now, one of the Team MER entries. Watching him make that upshift here.
You know, it always amazes me when you watch an in-car camera showing a driver. It always looks like he's absolutely relaxed and nothing's going on. And there's Wilson going up to second place. Boy, that guy is on a roll this weekend. This is really great for him.
Riding with Mark Miller up under the bridge here inside Piscatell. This is the fight for third.
Boy, they're having a great, look how everybody in this thing, nobody's getting away from everybody. That's what Elkhart Lake does, though, because these long straights and everybody gets a draft. Everybody stays in line and you don't break away like you see at some of the other tracks where the faster guys can get away.
Yeah, snarling pack chasing Todd Lamb, going for 6 in a row here under the Johnsonville Bridge. Before the start, we caught up to his crew chief, Tony Silva, to ask him about off-season preparation and what it means for their success.
What we did over the winters, we looked at what we did last year, accomplishments we had, and where we had some weak spots. We went through, completely reorganized the team, and one of the things we really did was we wanted to concentrate on all the little things. So we made the team a little bit smaller. We're only coming to track with 2 or 3 cars. Our main engineer, Jason Hoover, he concentrates on all the little things. He has the time now to really concentrate on each individual car. We have no variances on our tolerances. It's either spot on or it's not, and it has to be spot on.
And that level of preparation, Elliot, is critical in a series like this.
Well, it absolutely is, because any little thing in these cars can make a difference because they are all so close. And seeing both their cars running first and second right now, you can see that makes a difference.
Fans love coming to Road America. We do too. We'll be back.